The single rail coaster has been quite popular over the past decade. It first popped up in the 1960s, but was revitalized by Rocky Mountain Construction or RMC when they introduced the Raptor model. Using thick track, this manufacturer meant to minimize supports to reduce costs and construction time. A few other companies have since borrowed the concept, most notably Intamin with their Hot Racer model. Since I've ridden all the RMC Raptors and Intamin Hot Racers, I will rank all 10 of them in this video. It is worth noting there are some other single rail coasters out there, but they feel radically different, so they will not be included on this list. This most notably includes a series of mountain coasters and zipline coasters, if you count either of these. Skyline Attractions also used RMC's very own Raptor track for a few now defunct coasters. Starting off the list at number 10 is Big Dipper at Luna Park. This is the tamest coaster of the bunch, but it still has the brisk pacing the model is known for. The second launch in particular has good power. The subsequent non-inverting loop and reverse sidewinder pull good Gs. And there's a bunny hill with very nice floater airtime, but don't expect much more of that. This ride has far less airtime than everything else on this list. Number 9. Stunt Pilot at Silverwood. This is the first of several RMC Raptors with a prototype layout. This was the first version with the longer 10-car trains and the modified profiling. It is not as intense as the ones higher in this list, but it still has quick pacing and some powerful drops in the back row. That ultra steep first drop, large S-hill, and the mid-drop try to launch you into orbit. Mixed in are 3 inversions and some decently forceful turns. The coaster is short, but action-packed. Number 8. Jersey Devil Coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure. This is a much longer RMC Raptor. This one has more elements, but each one is more drawn out. This works for the inversions, which have excellent hang time, but the airtime is milder than the smaller Raptors, particularly in the second half, where you usually get weaker pops or okay floater. But that first half does have some very good ejector moments still, particularly on the first drop in the back row. Number 7. Joy at Walibi, Holland. This is a unique dueling RMC Raptor. I love the interactivity. You have one near miss after another. Then the elements are exciting as well. The green side, dubbed the thrill side, has 6 inversions, the most of any single rail coaster. They are all nice and floaty. Then the blue side, dubbed the chill side, has a series of airtime hills. While this does not have the thigh-crushing power of the other Raptors, it is still solid airtime, and the dueling feature allows it to stand out. Number 6. Wonder Woman Flight of Courage at Six Flags Magic Mountain. This is a near clone of Jersey Devil, but this one runs significantly faster. The first half is close in power to Jersey Devil, but the speed gain is very apparent in the second half, when you're still getting nice ejector over the final few hills. Number 5. Fire Runner at Lost Island Theme Park. This is another RMC Raptor. The layout is identical to Stunt Pilot, but the train was extended even further to 12 cars, so it packs an even bigger punch. Remember that strong airtime in the back car? It is even more extreme here with the longer train. The drop into the second half is particularly epic and intense. The prior 3 rides on this list have more length, but I prefer the intensity of Fire Runner. Number 4. Skull and Hottie at Jeongju World. This is another RMC Raptor. It is the same ride as Stunt Pilot, complete with a 10-car train, but it runs noticeably faster. This train rockets through the layout cartoonishly quick, so you have the enhanced ejector airtime of Fire Runner, but the added speed allows for the inversions to be more disorienting, and for the turns to offer stronger positive Gs. Number 3. Railblazer at California's Great America. This is one of the 2 original RMC Raptors. This one has 2 changes to yield a crazier experience. First, the initial drop is more extreme. There's a hitch into it to buck you upwards, then the plunge itself is truly vertical, so the airtime is phenomenal. Then the subsequent dive loop is profiled to offer strong ejector into it. The rest of the coaster feels nearly identical to Skull and Hottie, although the shoulder straps here are less forgiving. Number 2. Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. This is the other original RMC Raptor. This one was equally as wild as Railblazer, but I give Wonder Woman the edge because of 2 recent modifications. One, It receives some track enhancements so it's running a bit smoother. 2, and more importantly, the shoulder straps were updated to the later versions that have more give to them. This makes the airtime even more pleasant. And coming in number 1 is Mahuka Walibi Rhone Alps. This is the best of the 2 operating Intamin hot racers. Despite the modest height and speed, this ride has excellent pacing. The elements are perfectly proportioned and there's some fun near misses. And I love the variety of elements. There are 2 punchy tire-driven launches. Then, there are several spots of strong ejector, most notably the outer bank top hat. And all 3 inversions lift you out of your seat in some capacity, particularly that final barrel roll. And the lap bar only trains are a massive improvement over the ones found in RMC Raptors. That's how I rank all 10 of the operating Intamin and RMC single rail coasters. What is your favorite single rail coaster? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this countdown, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you consider subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.